The Bristol Medical Simulation Centre is the latest development in medical training. The first centre of its type in the country, it aims to provide medical and healthcare professionals with an important extension to conventional training. Through the power of simulation, the centre offers real-life situations to test both clinical and team working skills.
He's got an epidural, thoracic epidural in, which is running with the standard mixture, and a catheter.
At the heart of the centre is the simulation room. Fully equipped with the latest technology, the room can replicate many situations, including an intensive therapy unit or operating theatre. But what makes the centre unique is the human patient simulator. This life-size mannequin represents a breakthrough in medical simulation. The mannequin has many clinical features, including pulses, heart and breath sounds, and respiration with realistic gas and vapour exchange.
And the advantage is that it allows the patient to breathe spontaneously along with our ventilation, and this means that the patient requires less sedation, basically. What I can show you is
the model can be pre-configured to have different characteristics. Therefore, it is able to be male or female, young or old, fit or unwell, or even pregnant. It is this closeness to human responses, combined with the authenticity of the environment, which creates the great potential for medical training.
Most people will come across a situation perhaps once or twice in their lifetime. And when that situation occurs, they must be able to handle it, and handle it correctly the first time. The simulator enables us to train people for such rare events. It's about as close as you can get to the real thing, and of course it doesn't put patients' lives at any risk. Another advantage of this simulator is that it enables us not only to get the individual's reaction right in a crisis, but also to get the whole team approach correct in that situation.
Towards the splenic area here. Can you just give me a little bit more view? Pull up down the liver as well. We've got some problems.
David, actually, I think you've got a lot of quite rapid bleeding here. The blood pressure's falling very quickly, quite tachycardia. Blood pressure's actually coming quite
During the simulation, the tutors take the trainees through a carefully planned scenario. Each trainee takes an active, hands-on role.
If you could ring the blood bank and get hold of 6 units of O-negative whole blood. And let me give you a bit of blood now for out of the central line. Right, things are still falling away a little bit. We're going to need a lot more volume.
How are you doing?
We're sending down some blood urgently from the theatre, and the gentleman is being operated now.
The patient seems to have settled down again.
Behind the dark glass is the nerve centre, the control room. From here, the functions of the mannequin are controlled by skilled staff. Before the session, complex scenarios can be programmed which dictate the way the mannequin behaves.
So we need to correct the saturation.
The controller can communicate with tutors via radio headsets and ensure the session runs smoothly. They observe the trainees whose performance is being videoed.
We're just getting a pressure bag and starting to put some in with the pressure.
Okay, Debbie, we've just played back the theatre sequence of Mr. England's laparotomy. I just want to ask you a few questions specific to what you did.
On completion of the simulation, the trainees are debriefed by medical experts who assess their performance and give valuable feedback.
Did what the sequence of events was?
Yes, we asked the anaesthetic nurse for the equipment.
Yep.
And we asked the surgeon on the
now
right-hand side.
That's an important point, asking the surgeon, telling the surgeon that we've got a problem.
This training can be adapted to take many forms.
I think the really exciting thing about this project is that the centre can offer such flexibility of training, from very simple situations to highly complex ones, covering a whole range of people such as medical students, nurses, paramedics, through to very senior doctors. This is achieved by the very flexibility of the physiology and pharmacology built into the system, which means that you can adjust it to create scenarios which are adaptable to all of these people. So it's this flexibility which gives it its power as a training resource.
Located in the heart of Bristol, the centre is minutes away from 2 mainline railway stations and close to many hotels and restaurants.
So now
the centre has all the features you would expect from a training establishment. A fully functioning conference room for up to 50 people, with the latest training aids, and a video link to the theatre, ideal for tutorials or lectures.
You see the liquid arriving, the cords closing temporarily just prior to opening out again after the local anaesthetic lands on top of them. A clear view is retained. The opportunity now exists to slide the tracheal tube down the bronchoscope and into the larynx, carrying on the anaesthetic there. So, to recap the points that we need to make regarding using the bronchoscope for difficult intubation.
The computer-assisted learning laboratory contains some of the latest training devices, including interactive multimedia programs for self-assessment. Under the supervision of the fully qualified medical staff, trainees can practice existing skills and learn new ones, using some of the latest part-task training devices.
Closing off the end of the camera. Perfect. Just a little bit of spillage.
It also has its own catering facilities and cafeteria for the use of trainees.
30-year-old male, Volta front seat passenger.
The centre benefits from the wealth of local medical resources and expertise, including renowned hospitals, universities and medical schools. The centre provides a sophisticated and innovative approach to teaching medical skills. It is designed to benefit the different medical and paramedical disciplines and the industries that serve them. With real-life conditions and a lifelike patient to practice on, the Bristol Medical Simulation Centre has brought to Britain the next step forward in medical training.